What's up, fellas? What's up, man? How y'all doing today, man? I just wanted to have a quick conversation on my way home about legal marriage. Legal marriage, because, people do believe in different types of marriage, and, you know, I feel like that the original meaning of marriage has kind of changed, but we're going to talk about legal marriage right now and why a lot of men are straying away from it, especially nowadays. Like, you barely see people getting married. I mean, you see it, but just not as much as you used to. And when they do, it doesn't seem to be lasting as it used to back in the older days, man. I feel like a big part of that is because men don't see value in it. And it's because we feel like what we felt like growing up is was something like we had to do, not necessarily that we had a choice or not, but we'd be looked down upon by society if we didn't get married. But now a lot of guys don't care about that. A lot of guys are straying away from that in general. To me, I think the major factor is when it comes to legal marriage, it's a business decision, man. You're signing a contract, and that contract is almost like it's taking some of your rights away. It's not really taking some of your rights away, but um, some of the rights to your property has been taken away because they're giving it to somebody else. Some of the freedoms that you once had are kind of getting taken away because your woman now has incentive to leave you if you are not doing what she wants. And that incentive is taking away half your stuff and possibly you being on child support and possibly you having to pay alimony, right? And these are all things that men we want to avoid. So what is the solution to all of this? Well, I'll say, as a man, if you wouldn't get an LLC and start a business with that woman, you shouldn't even think about marrying her. That's number one. Because if there's any doubt in your mind that y'all might break up, then that's not the one for you. That's not the one that you should be marrying. Because it's a business decision at the end of the day. It's going to be one of the biggest decisions you make if you choose to get married. Which it can be a good thing, because a good woman, anything you give her, she's going to give it back to you tenfold for sure. She's just going to grow it. And I've seen that firsthand. I've had a business endeavor that I was almost completely done with before, and I gave it to the woman I was with, and she had it booming way more than I did. So I've seen the power of having a good woman in your life, definitely. But it's rare and it's far and few in between. So most guys just aren't willing to put themselves in that situation. A lot of guys, we grind up and we build that bag up. So a woman won't, by the time a woman comes into your life, she doesn't have much real estate in your life. It's not like it's much that she can do for you. At least it feels like that, right? It's like if you're going to have a woman in your life and spending money on her, you might as well hire an assistant or something, right? That's how a lot of guys feel. So what can we do, man? What can we do about this? To me, like I said, I'm not 100% sure about the solution, and I like to talk about solutions. But I would just say we have to be willing to hold out. We have to be willing to not get married. Just because you are with a woman and your family might be thinking like, oh, why y'all ain't married yet or something like that. Hey, you on your own time and you on your own clock. Don't let anybody force you into something. Because, hey, I promise you, they're not going to be there in that courtroom with you. They might come to the courtroom. They might come. But when it's time for you to pay them child support and the alimony and all that, they are not going to be around, man. So as men, hey, we make our own decisions in this life. We're not going to let nobody influence us into a legal marriage. And at some points, like, I believe you can have a ceremony and celebrate your unity under God and not sign the paper and still be married. That's what I feel like. But, it takes a very high level guy, very high value man to get a woman to be on board with that. But at the end of the day, if she's trying to force you to sign that paper and she won't even sign a prenup or something like that, then hey, that's not the woman for you. Because just because she feel like she wants some security or some incentive, because that's all it is for them, is the security factor of, okay, if we're not together, then I'm gonna be good, rather than just being the type of person that you claim you're so godly and so spiritual and all this, but you believe in divorce. Come on now. And we all know women are initiating most of the divorces nowadays. So yeah, man, just wanted to really just have this conversation, more so open conversation about it. How do y'all feel about marriage? Are you planning on getting married? Are you planning on getting legally married, like actually signing that document with a woman? You think like I think, like if you aren't willing to start a business with her or get an LLC with that woman, then you probably shouldn't sign that document. Yeah, man, so just let me know how y'all feel about all that stuff in the comments. If you are married and been successfully married for a long time, and I'm talking about successfully married, not married and you cheaper to keep her and happy wife, happy life type of guy. I don't want to really hear from those type of guys. But if you've been successfully married and have some insight on how guys can get a better perspective on marriage, then drop that in the comments. As always, love y'all. My family, one last thing. Make sure you get to the Telegram if you're not in the Telegram group. That's why I'm giving daily updates. Also, check out the Patreon, and also got a donation link if you want to support the channel. That's it, though. All right, y'all.